watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a deck review, and this one is the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, it's a brand new. I just received it like 2 days ago, so I didn't do it right away because I was just being lazy and stuff. So anyways, see how it's still shrink wrapped. Let's open this thing up. So this one is actually it's a newer version of this tarot deck, and so this is why I wanted to sorry, I need to go and grab a scissor. Okay, so I'm back, and this one is actually a newer version of this older deck. So I think this one was made back in like maybe, I don't know, I had this deck for a really long time. It was one of the first deck that I got, first decks, because I did another review on the Quest Tarot. I remember it was around the same time, so it has to be like maybe 2005 when I got it, so it might have came out at 2004, 2005. Anyways, this is the upgraded version, so it's called the Royale. I decided to get it anyways because it's a little different. So now we're gonna do a deck review. So this is what the book looks like in the newer one. This is what the book looks like. So this is the box, what it looks like in the older version. So it opens up like this. The newer version now is like there's the magnet with the thing that closes it. So it opens up like that. And so the books are like this. So it's about the same size, I think. Yeah, it's the same size. And this is the older one. It has lines. As you can see, I actually wrote stuff in there. So you can put, your notes on the side, and then this is what it means in each of the thing. So the newer one is like this. So they took out the notes section, and then they put the picture of the tarot cards on the side. So that's what it looks like. Okay. All right, and so let's go through the deck. So the newer one is like this, and so the newer one is like this. So the old one is like this, so it has like a little box that you could put your deck in. It included a pouch to keep your card. It came with the thing, so it came with the pouch, which is very nice. Oops, I forgot to clean my deck, so it's out of order. Oh. I'm gonna open up the decks. Okay, so I rearranged my cards, the older deck. So here's the so this is the newer deck, and this is what it looks like in the back. This is what the old one looked like. Okay. And the card size is the same, but the newer one is borderless, so there's no more border. And the old one, there's actually a black border around it. So that's the difference. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right, so this is the Fool card. The Magician. So it's like, it almost seems like a little bit bigger version, and he looks slightly different, a little bit more tanned. Hair's a little darker. Oh, this is flipped around, if you can see that. So the cup and the pentacle is flipped. Okay. It's the Empress. Okay, so the zodiac sign, like circle, is above her head now instead of down here, and there's nothing down below, and now there's like, because the Empress, you know, like Mother Nature, so there's more nature stuff below her. Also the moon behind her as well. Okay, the Emperor looks a little bit different. He's bold, and this one has a crown. And he's holding a scroll instead of like a wand. And this is like, I don't know, a castle or bridge or something. A Hierophant. Kind of same, but not really. It has like this bright thing that comes out. Okay, this is a little bit different too. This is like he's holding her up like the Lover, and now they're more equal. She's a little bit below him too. This is also a little different. She's darker skinned, and she was a lighter skinned character. Kind of the same. Okay, there's a snake now in the Hermit card. There was a moon behind it. There's no more moon. And then there's like these lion heads and moose head and stuff like that. And over here, there wasn't these heads. Justice card. It's very similar. Okay, she's holding a scale. Oh yeah, she's holding a scale here too. It's just a little fainter. This is similar as well. But this is with the world down below him, and whereas there's no world. And there's like coins or something falling out of him. Yeah, coins or something. The Death card. Quite similar. This is also very similar. Just wearing different dress. This is the same as well. Oh, there's like two people dancing below in the newer one, and there's no people dancing over here. The Tower is very similar. The Star. Oh, it's a man, I think. Oh no, it's a female. It's a female. There's a moon here, and there's no moon. And this is quite similar as well. The sun is very similar. Judgment. It's similar. There's just more people dancing around. And then the World card. Yeah, there's like the lion and the moose head and the eagle and the angel, whereas there's none over here. So that's all of the major arcana card. And then so now we are on to the Ace of Wands. It's very similar as well. This is the same. There's a little bird or two birds behind him, whereas there isn't one. This is the same, similar. There's two rabbits here, and there's no rabbits here. This is very similar as well. very similar. It's very similar. Oh, this is very similar. Oh my gosh. Pushing the cards. It's very similar. So this is a full moon and this is like a crescent moon. And there's like moose and like animals. Oh, yeah, there's animals here too. So, okay, so they put all of the court cards at later. So this is the Ace of Cups. So there's fishes over here surrounding it, whereas the old one there isn't. There's Two of Cups. There's a fish jumping out of the water. It's very similar too. This is similar too. Well, there's like a little squirrel, and there's no squirrel here. This one looks more like praying, but this one is holding a flag, like he's defeated. There's like a butterfly here. Seven of Cups. Okay, the content is a little bit different in your one and the older one. Eight of Cups. I think there's something here. I think like an animal here. There's no animals here. This is very similar as well. This is very similar as well. So the court cards will take a look later. And then it's the swords. Ace of Swords. It's very similar. Two of Swords. Okay, so it's a full moon. Oh, it's a full moon too. It's very similar. Okay, so this one, this sword, the middle one is pointing upward, whereas this one is pointing down. And it's behind a window, and there's no window, it's a wall. So it's slightly different. This is very similar. There's no horses behind it, but there's a horse over here. It's very similar. There's a fox right here. Is there a fox there? Yeah, the fox is a lot smaller in the old one. This is very similar too. This is very similar, but the sword is pointing a little bit differently, and there's like an angel or some sort floating upward, or like a ghost, whereas there isn't one here, but there's a moon right here. Okay, there's Bambi right here, but there isn't one here. And this one has like more of like a glowing sunshine thing, but there isn't as much here. But there's flowers on the ground. Okay. And Ace of Pentacles. It's a little different. It's the moose holding it. But this one has a moon in the back. This one's very similar. This is also very similar. It's very similar, but the complexion of the skin is a little different. This one, I think she's holding a baby, whereas this one is not. Yeah, I think she's holding onto something. Six of Pentacles, it's very similar. This is also very similar. It's the same. This is, the person is looking at you. This is more looking at the person. There's a butterfly. There isn't one here. It's the same. Okay, so now it's the Page of Wands. It's very similar, but there's two like flower pots here. And those are like fruit trees. Those are just regular trees. And there's two birds here. Okay. Oh, so they're doing this. So this is the Page of Cups. So that's the two, there's like two little seahorses. And this is the Page of Swords. Sorry, my neighbor shuts their... People always slam their doors, swear to God. It's just... Okay. This person is a lot more meaner. And then this is the Page of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Wands. It's very similar. Oh, but there's like a volcano in the back. And the Knight of Cups. There's like little squirrel or some sort. And Knight of Swords. There's like an eagle in the back. It's a lot more like scarier. It's like a canyon. Knight of Pentacles. Now Queen of Wands. This is very similar. But she has a dog and she doesn't. And Queen of Cups. Oh, she has two dogs. And this one has like a lot of birds. This is very similar. But this has like flowers up on the top. Now the King of Wands. Complexion is a little different. He has like a thing. Oh, that's part of the chair. But he is wearing a crown where he is not. And his wand is on fire, but his throne is on fire, but his wand is not. And he's more like floating on top, but he's set on like a ground. And okay, there's like a planet up behind him. King of Cups. Oh, so he's holding a cup, but this is holding another wand. And then his other hand is holding the cup. And this is just one hand holding the cup and without a wand. This is the Swords, King of Swords. He's holding a sword and then the thing holding, yeah, you know, is it the shaft or whatever you call it, to put the swords back. And he's not holding that, so. And he's looking at like outward, and this is looking away. It's also like floating on top too, but this is more like set on ground or something. And lastly, the Knight, the King of Pentacles. So it has another planet in the back for this one, but there isn't for this. And then his throne is made out of like wood. but this one is like just, you know, set on the ground. Yeah, it's very interesting. So that's it for the comparison of the new one versus the old one. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I also my Instagram where I do messages and readings as well. So hope to see you soon in my next video. See you. Bye.